So, okay, we all saw him at the same time, and he saw us. You know, and the brother's looking at you, so you want to, you know, sort of get a pose. And I think you can start, you know, you can sort of break away a little bit, yeah. Not quite, but, you know, sort of still close, but exactly. And he saw us, and I felt a quick thump in each one of us. Didn't know what to do. We all wanted what was coming our way. So we split. So move. There you go. There you go. There you go. Stop. Okay. Now, so she, we were tickled, like he asked me, are you? She smiled, one of my longer friends was a lot. He was what they were looking for. He bided his time, he waited till romance went. Then, orange color, okay, ready? Okay, you ready? Set, go. Loud.
Ever since I realized there was someone called a colored girl, an evil woman, a bitch, or a nag, I've been trying not to be that and leave bitterness in somebody else's cup. Come to somebody to love me without deep and nasty smelling skull from lie, or being left screaming in a street full of lunatics, whispering slut, bitch, nigga. Get out of here with all that.
Now you guys are sort of, you're a chorus, the three chords. I know that's right.
Okay, got it.
You know, and you can move around or you can sit down, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Or talking to each other silently, you know, giving her, that's it, I'm sorry. You can start over.
Okay, I'll start with, get out of here with all of that, I didn't have any of that for you. I brought you what joy I found, and I found joy. Honest fingers round my face with dead musicians on 78s from Cuba, or live musicians on $5 LPs from Chicago.
I hear that.
At this point, I'm just gonna block. You can do a little dancing.
Yeah, I'm wondering, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I need to get into my character. I'm having a hard time tonight.
That's all right. It happens sometimes. Just take a deep breath, and when you feel ready.
I didn't have any of that for you. I brought you what joy I found, and I found joy. Honest fingers round my face with dead musicians on 78s from Cuba, or live music on $5 LPs from Chicago, where I had never been. And I love Willie Colon and Arsenio Rodriguez, especially because I can make the music loud enough so there is no me but dance. And when I can dance like that, there is nothing that can hurt me, but I get tired. And I have to come off the floor. And then there's that woman who hurt you, who left you 3 or 4 times and just went back after you put my heart on the bottom of your shoe. You just walked back to where you hurt. And I didn't have nothing. So I went to somebody who had something for me, but he wasn't you. And I was on the way back from her house on the bottom of your shoe. So this is not a love poem. Because I have died in a real way, not with aqua coffins and doo-wop Cadillacs. I used to joke about when I was messing around.
Amen.
But a real, dead loving is here for you now, because I don't know anymore how to avoid my own face wet with my tears, because I had convinced myself colored girls had no right to sorrow. And I lived and loved that way and kept sorrow on the curb, allegedly for you. But I know I did it for myself.
Go on, sister.
I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand being sorry and colored at the same time. It's so redundant in the modern world.
Woo! That's right, give us some play.
Yes, That's right.
So ladies, you just step right up here.
I lived with myths and music was my old man, and I could dance a dance out of time. A dance with no partners, take my pills and keep right on stepping. Lingering non-English speaking arms, so there was no possibility of understanding.
Now that's funny.
And you came saying, I am the nigga. I am the baddest motherfucker out there. I said, yes, this is who I've waited for. And to come with you, I had to bring everything. The dance and the terror, the dead musicians and the hope, and those scars I had hidden with smiles and good fucking lay open. And I don't know any more tricks. I am really colored and really sad sometimes. And you hurt me more than I ever danced out of. Into oblivion isn't far enough to get out of this. I am ready to die like a lily of the desert. And I couldn't let you in on it because I didn't know. Here is what I had. Poems, big thighs, little tips.
Yep. Little thighs.
I got the right for me. I don't know.
Change
We all to that.
No, change it to sweet thighs. Sweet thighs. Okay.
Here is what I have. Poems, sweet thighs, little tits, and so much love.
Yes.
Will you take it from me this one time? Please, this is for you. Arsenio's treads clear the way and makes me pure again. Please, please, this is for you. I want you to love me. Let me love you. I don't want to dance with ghosts. Snuggle lovers I made up in my drunkenness. Let me love you just like I am. A colored girl. I'm finally being real. No longer symmetrical and impervious to pain.
Okay, quickly. Very good. Lady in blue, step up.
We deal with emotion too much.
So y'all show some emotion when she say that. We deal with emotion. Yeah. That's right.
So why don't we go ahead and just be wiping and make everything dry and abstract with no rhythm and no reeling for sheer sensual pleasure?
Oh no.
Yes. Let's go in and be wild. We're right in the middle of it. No use holding out, holding on to ourselves. Let's think our way out of feeling. Let's abstract ourselves some families. And maybe, tonight, I'll find a way to make myself come without you. No fingers or other objects, just thought, which isn't spiritual evolution because it's empty. And godliness is plenty, is ripe and fertile. Thinking won't do me a bit of good tonight. I need to be loved. And having the audacity to say, where are you? And don't know who to say it to.
All right now. And don't know, look here. And don't know who to say it to.
And don't know who to say it to.
Okay. As soon as she goes back, Lady in yellow comes up.
I've lost it. Touch with reality. I don't know who's doing it. I thought I was, but I was so stupid I was able to be hurt. And that's not real. Not anymore. I should be immune. If I'm still alive, and that's what I was discussing, how am I still alive and my dependency on other living beings for love? I survive on intimacy and tomorrow. That's all I've got going. And the music was like smack, and you knew about that. I still refused my dance. And still refused my dance was not enough. And it was all I had.
And it was all I had. But being alive and being a woman and being colored is a metaphysical dilemma. I have not. Okay, whatever. Start from that's all I've got going.
That's all I have. That's all I've got going. and the music was like smack, and you knew about that, and still refused my dance was not enough. It was all I had. But being alive and being a woman and being colored is a metaphysical dilemma I haven't conquered yet.
Uh-oh. You guys say uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Do you see the point? My spirit is too ancient to understand the separation of soul and gender. My love is too delicate to have thrown back on my face.
Yeah.
Now, okay, those last two poems are like I'm in your face poem. No, my love is too delicate to have thrown in my face. Yes, attitude. So that's good. Okay, so we're gonna stop there tonight. When you are practicing this, watch yourselves in the mirror. I need you to be conscious of your facial expressions. On your blogging notes, just indicate where you want to make expressions of support in the back. Now, when they're doing that, when you're reading your lines and the back, the chorus group is doing that, just pause so that they can say what they say, and then you can go on with your words. I don't want them running together.
Okay.
Okay. And I think the bad words worked out pretty well. I think they worked out pretty well. So we're doing good. So I do want you to practice being having lots of attitude with these poems. They have no names. They're called love poem number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Love poems. So when you come out and you step out in the front, you are talking about
No more love.
yes. Right, we're moving away from that no more love poems. So this is good. So how'd that feel?
Good.
You feel good?
Yeah, I think my second reading.
Yeah, you had to get up. Yeah, but that, see, the three of us poem, that's a serious poem.
Yeah, and that's why I don't know how, like, I just, in my head, it just seemed monotone to me, like.
Yeah, if
just
I were
three
you
of us,
guys,
like
in
up here.
between, like rehearsal, I really would try to talk with each other, like do the reading on the phone, if you can, if you have conference. But so you do the poem with each other, reading it, and then they can hear you. See, they're not paying attention to you now like that. Because everybody, you haven't memorized it to that point where you're just bringing together both the dialogue and the blocking and your characterization. Still working through to integrate all that, plus you're still coming with yourselves, partly yourselves and part character. So, in between time, I need you to talk with each other, if you can. If you can meet here, that's fine. If not, over the phone is really good because you can give each other pointers about what you hear from the dialogue. Okay. But sometimes it does come off a little monotone, and what I don't want you to do is to have these uneven tone in there where you start off flat and then you pick up, because then you're going to lose the audience. You won't be able to carry on with it.
I have a question about my poem. Now, I get the sense that she's removing a mask that, she had been doing, that she had been carrying, this facade. And in this poem, she decides to take away that facade. And I'm wondering if this is like a moment of sadness for her, or, because
She's begging. This is almost like a James Brown
for her to start crying would not be inappropriate.
You could,
Okay.
but I think it's what is authentic for you. You don't, if you cry and it's not authentic, it's not going to work, right? I mean, even though she's begging, but I mean, she loves this guy. And she said, she says, this is who I am waiting for. And to come with you, I had to bring everything. The dance.
That's purple.
Oh, I'm sorry, which one?
We're on orange.
Radiant Orange. Radiant Orange, page 42,
That's
43.
the one that took
Oh,
her heart
yeah.
and put it.
Oh, ever since I realized there was someone
Yeah.
colored bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well,
Kent's name being colored and sorry.
yeah, well,
Sorry,
I
and colored
mean,
at the same time.
you gave your heart to this guy, he stepped all over. You just telling him like it is. That's it. I wouldn't cry. I don't see Lady in